So when I was about 20 years old, I went to a place called Victoria, British Columbia for university. And for those of you who don't know this place, it's basically a mini utopia. You know, there's trees everywhere, flowers everywhere, it's right by the ocean. The people are so kind and heartwarming. And just the general vibe is just wonderful. You get there and you feel so good, you feel so happy. So I went there for 4 years, and my first year I was in love with the place, but after a while I started realizing that the people there, the general population, were kind of pissing me off a bit. It sounds kind of crazy, but they were too happy, too nice. I was like, wow, I don't know why this is pissing me off so much, but it really is. Okay, so I think that I sounded really mean while I said that, but to give you an example or like a metaphor, here are some pictures of women thinking that salad is absolutely hilarious. Like, is that salad really that good? Why are you laughing at the salad? I don't get it. This is more or less what it felt like to be in Victoria for me. Not everyone was like this, but a lot of people were like this. And it took me a couple of years to look back in retrospect and realize why it was that their happiness was kind of pissing me off. And it was simply because their happiness was kind of a shallow happiness. They were just lucky happy. They were lucky enough to be born in a place like Victoria where nothing too bad ever really happens. You know, they're sheltered from the real hardships of life. They haven't gone through many difficult things, so they were just always happy. They've always been happy. They're just lucky happy. And of course, there's nothing wrong with these people and the fact that they're happy. I mean, they deserve to be happy like every other human being. And not every person in Victoria was like this, more like the general population. But the type of happiness that I want to talk about is a different kind of happiness. It's more of a gratitude happiness. And it comes from a deep appreciation of the little things in life. Now, when I think of this type of happiness, the gratitude happiness, I think of, say, a boy in a country like Bangladesh. A young boy who's been through a lot. You know, he's probably at the bottom of the social hierarchy, and he's been through hunger and emotional abuse and abandonment. But because of all these things he's suffered through, the small things in his life that he can enjoy, he enjoys immensely. How would someone like me look at, say, a hot meal in front of me? I would simply look at it and eat it and enjoy it, and that's about it. But that's a completely different thing for this kid in Bangladesh. He looks at a hot meal and he can't believe it, and it's just such a treat for him to be able to enjoy this meal. Or maybe if he gets to play a simple game of rocks on the ground with a few kids, his eyes light up. And this is because his entire past, everything he's experienced, has made him the person that he is now. And it makes him appreciate all these things in life. This kid, when he smiles, it comes from deep inside him. You can look at it in his eyes, and you look deep into his eyes, and you can see that he's been through a lot. But despite what he's been through, he chooses to be happy. He chooses to be grateful and to appreciate the little things he does have in his life. So if I had the choice between all the gratitude in the world and all the luck in the world, I think I would choose the gratitude. Because I think the luck, a lot of it happens these days. You know, we can order anything online and it comes in a day or two to our doorstep. But for me, it seems like everything in my life has kind of become standard. You know, the car that I drive, the country I live in, the warmth I get when I get home. It's just become standard. But if I could see my life through the eyes of someone with immense amounts of gratitude, like the Bangladeshi boy, everything would seem so much more bright and beautiful. Everything in my life would be so amazing, and I would feel such a sense of appreciation for the little things and the big things that I have in my life. Because this type of gratitude, it takes work and patience and awareness. It takes suffering and going through difficulties and hardships in my life. And that's what I want to go through. That's what I want my life to be like. I want to be able to be happy even if I had absolutely nothing.